Hey everyone, I hope you're doing okay. So we're going to jump into the vocal workout, but I just want to let you know that the one that I've constructed is really for the male voice. And if you are a woman watching this, just go an octave higher than the notes that I play, okay? So if I sing sing ah, and then you should be able to get, still some benefit out of doing these vocal exercises. Now, the way we're going to do this is that we're going to start kind of light in the voice and then go heavier and louder as the scales, increase in difficulty and our voice becomes more warmed up. I want to let you know that I'm actually singing along with you today in the sense that I haven't sung today and I'm going to be warming up with you. So even my voice might be a bit dry as we go up, but I'm sure we'll get more powerful and stronger as we go up. And the last thing I want to say is, if you're struggling with any of the exercises, just move on to the next one. So we might start with a lip bubble, for example, like, and some people can't do that. It's completely fine. Just skip it. Don't worry about it. Once you're done with the exercises, I feel like your voice is going to be warmed up. You're going to be ready to sing songs. You're probably going to experience, maybe even different sensations in the voice that you've never experienced. Maybe, you feel like it vibrates in the head, or you might have your own experience with it, but just give it a go. Reflect on it as you do it. And I'd say, do this every single day, to be honest. So we'll jump into it now. And we're going to do a lip bubble. And with these first exercises, even the first 6 or 7 exercises, we're actually going to go quite light. So don't do this. Don't go like that and really slam it. Just do something like this. We're just warming up. It's going to be very easy. I'll tell you when I want you to go louder and more powerful. Okay, let's get into it. So, here we go. Feel free to go to falsetto. All right, we'll come back down. Last one. All right, cool. Next up, we'll do the M sound. The So leave your mouth closed like this. So for me, I would just go lighter here. Last one. Because remember, the idea was that we're just going to go light as we start to warm up the voice. We'll push into it later. Good job. So the next one that we're going to do is actually a la sound. La. And we're going to do that on this kind of sound. So, do, re, mi, fa, so. So just listen to me do it once and then follow along. La. Okay, let's get into it. La. 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 Feel free to go louder if you want. La. La. All right, we'll go back down. La. La. Alright, cool. I started to speed up a bit there at the end, so maybe as we go up, we'll go a bit slower, and then, if I feel like it's better, we'll speed it up. But for the next one, we're going to go to the lay sound, which sounds like this. Lay. And I'll slow it down for you. Let's go. Lay. 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 Excuse me. Back down. Last one. Awesome. So if you feel like you need even a 5-minute break, you can go ahead and take one whenever you want. Since we've only been doing it for 10 minutes, personally I just take, 10 or 15 seconds to rest my voice. Some water. Alright. So the next one we're going to do is an "or" sound. So it sounds like this. Oh. It's actually quite deep and operatic. So we'll do that. Oh. 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 Alright, we'll come back down. Oh. 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 Slow it down a bit. Oh. 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 Alright, good job. Nice. So now, did you notice that as I went to the high range, actually I didn't go to falsetto anymore? The reason I did that was because I could kind of feel that my voice is already getting a bit more warmed up, and it felt more natural to do, stay in a connected sound, even though it was getting up, quite high, than actually break into falsetto. So that sometimes that can happen. Like, as you sing even for 10 minutes, your voice becomes more naturally ready to get a bit higher. Anyway, let's try the ooh sound. So, just like this. Ooh. It's very much like the or, then you just close the lips. Oh. Okay? So if you struggle with that, just follow that instruction. Let's get started. Ooh. 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 All right, let's come back down. Ooh. 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 Last one. Ooh. Okay. Let's do the last of these scales. So let's do an E sound. So you must have heard this before. E. All right, let's do the E. So one more time. E. 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 It's really good to keep the jaw open like that. E. 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 back down. E. Excellent job. So we've been singing for about 20 minutes straight now, and we've done, 7 scales. So I recommend, taking about 5 minutes break now. The reason is because you've done the first part of starting to get your voice to wake up a bit, we're warming it up, but for the next scales, we're actually going to push into it more. So we're going to pull more weight through the voice. So personally, I feel like, I need a few minutes to just rest up and really come back strong, and I recommend the same for you. So we'll get started in a minute. Okay, cool. So I hope you took your 5-minute break. That's really important because that's actually where all the magic happens. So if you feel that your voice is getting tired or hoarse or whatever, it really starts to come back when you just take a short break. Sometimes it actually feels like it's completely rejuvenated. All right, so we'll get to the next scale now. And remember what I said, we're actually going to go a bit heavier in it. You'll see what I mean. We're starting on the same note, but we're going to be doing a different scale. So instead of going, we're going to be making this sound. Okay, so starting on the R, or La, sorry. La, okay. La, 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 la. Alright, so we'll go back down. I'll try that top note again. La, 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 Awesome. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is a lay sound. Lay. We're going to do all the same vowels as we did previously in the other scales. Lay. 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 weight through. Lay. Lay. All right, maybe one more. Lay. See, the work that we did previously has led to the point where going up to this range doesn't feel bad at all. Lay. 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 Two more. Lay. Lay. Okay, good job. All right, so let's try the or sound. This one's actually a little bit harder to take up high. That's fine. Oh, because it's so deep. Oh. 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 All right, cool. We'll come back down. Oh. 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 All right, cool. So this next one's a fun one. We're going to do the ooh on the 4-tone scale. It's the same, remember? Oh. You just close your lips on the or sound. Ooh. 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 Last one. Ooh. Let's take it back down. Ooh. 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 for another fun one, it's an E sound. E. 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 Do it a bit slower. E. 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 Let's take it back down. E. 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 Okay, cool. So I'm going to say that's it for that batch of scales. The last scale that we're going to do today is actually one which combines all the vowels together. Because I'll let you know something. When you go to sing a song, say you're trying to hit a really high, powerful note or a note that you're struggling with, if you can sing all of the vowels on that specific note, you'll probably be able to do it in the song. So if you're trying to sing, let's just say the A4 at the top, if you can't do it on an E vowel, on an U vowel, on an OR vowel, on an R vowel, or on an A vowel, there's probably a chance it's not going to be very secure, okay? So if you want the note to be very secure, you're going to have to be able to do all the scales we played today really well. So with that said, the last scale we're going to do is going to combine all the sounds together. So I'll do a demonstration. A, I, O, U. All right, so that's going to be it. So let's try it here. A, I, O, U. That's it. A, I, O, U. It's going to get much harder at the top. A, I, O, U. 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 It's getting pretty tricky. Let's see if this one's going to work. A, I, O, U. All right, so that's it. We'll come back down. A, I, O, U. 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 A, I, that's it for the entire vocal workout. What I'd recommend you to do now that you've sang for another 15 minutes is actually take another 5-minute break, okay? Or just a 3 or 4 minute break, whatever you feel you need, but definitely take a short break. So go into songs now, work on whatever you like, and I'll give you one last tip, and that's if you feel like you just want to wake your voice up again, my favorite scales to do is actually the ah and the a. Okay, so sometimes if I feel like my voice is getting, it's going back asleep and not really on fire anymore, I go back to those scales. So that's the last piece of advice that I give you. So yeah, we basically did half an hour of singing today, but if you add the short breaks that we put in, it will probably be about a 40 or 45 minute vocal workout all up. So as I mentioned at the start of this video, you can do it every single day. You can take 1 day off a week. That's cool. That'll probably be better. But honestly, the more you do this, the more your voice will become strong. The more your voice will become used to singing these types of scales in particular. And honestly, I think it's a really good position for you to continue developing the voice. So you'll be in a really good position, I was trying to say. All right, cool. So with that said, I hope everything is going well on your end. Make sure to practice hard, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.